from Lions Clubs International. This is LQ, Lions Quarterly. We begin with lions making a global impact. When Super Typhoon Haiyan ravaged the Philippines, Lions and LCIF responded. Within hours, Filipino Lions were sending disaster relief. LCIF provided a major catastrophe grant, and with support from Lions worldwide, it designated funds to address both immediate and long-term needs of the affected communities. In the Philippines and elsewhere, when disaster strikes, Lions are there. Every day, young people around the world are being bullied by their peers. And kids who are bullied are 3 times more likely to show signs of depression.
When I was young, I didn't really know what it was like to have friends because everyone hated me. People started calling me big head, stupid, ugly, and like really hurt my feelings.
With technology, it's starting to kind of branch out to home, and they're afraid to go online because of what they'll see.
Bullying can definitely ruin someone's life. They can take their own lives, and it's very serious, and it happens every day.
Bullying is a worldwide problem. Lions and Leos can be part of the solution.
Action.
In Ireland, Leos created 2 public service videos for young people to combat bullying.
1 in every 5 young people experience mental health difficulties.
There was a high suicide rate in Roscommon, and we as Leos got involved, and the suicide rate has dropped greatly.
In Germany, Lions Quest activities, like role-playing in the classroom, change students' perspectives on bullying.
I played the role of the bully who didn't respect people. Now I better understand how those who are bullied feel.
I played the victim in the role-playing. It made me feel inferior. In the future, I'll help people who are being bullied.
It's not just the victim of bullying that needs help, but most of the time it's the bully himself who needs help.
Schools participating in Lions Quest saw more than a 30% decrease in overall bullying.
Define cyberbullying.
In the United States, a week-long anti-bullying campaign is being planned at Wellington High School in Kansas to help first-year students adjust to high school.
They have issues with bullying and peer pressure, and so trying to give them alternatives and how to avoid some of those poor choices.
Bullying is a big problem here. If we are more aware of what bullying is and how to prevent it, the community will be a whole lot better.
In what universe is it okay to make a person feel any less of a human being? So take a stand.
I have been bullied myself. I used to get called chubby or fat, and I just want people to know that if they are being bullied, we are always there for them.
Just reaching out can change lives.
I want to help the people that are being bullied. I want to put a stop to the bullying altogether.
Poised on the edge of the Arctic Circle, the small island nation of Iceland ranks as one of the most environmentally friendly countries in the world. Most of its power comes from renewable hydroelectric and geothermal sources. However, Iceland still faces environmental challenges.
The single most important environmental issue that Iceland has faced for many centuries is soil erosion and lack of vegetation caused by human activity.
When it was settled in the 9th century, Iceland was heavily forested.
The country was deforested in a very short period of time, and since we're in a volcanic country, most of our soils blew away. So we've lost 96 or 7% of our forest cover and about half of our soils and vegetation.
Lions clubs throughout Iceland have been reversing that trend. In Vik, a small town along the southern coast of Iceland, 92-year-old lion Thordor Thomason remembers how it was.
All around there, up there in the hill, it was a wound, red, black wound, no grass, and the lions did save it.
More than 40 years ago, fellow club member Einar Thorstensen and his Lions Club began scattering grass seed and fertilizer along the coastline, returning for a number of years, until 40 kilometers of grass was firmly established.
If I didn't, all of the soil would just blow away.
Even mountainous areas do not deter these lions. Scaling the side of Reynisfjall Mountain, they drop down the seed and fertilizer. The project has been so successful that others are taking up the cause.
Farmers all around the country have started doing what we are doing, taking care of their areas in this way. And it all started here.
For decades, the Icelandic government has taken steps to reforest the country. And tree planting has become another focus for Lions.
Many Lions clubs are planting trees all over Iceland. This is a project that we started on 25 years ago.
The Lions movement is a perfect instrument for involving the public in environmental issues.
We have been working here for 43 years.
In 1980, we were given this area by our community.
But planting on Iceland's wind-swept, barren land was not easy.
It was a great challenge to plant trees where it's windy.
It was just mud and rocks.
It was just dead grass and soil.
But Lions persevered.
The pine trees we plant first to make sort of lee for the other trees. And then we plant birch, which is a very hardy tree.
Why are Lions passionate about the environment?
We are all responsible for the earth, and we should do everything we can to make it even better for our children and grandchildren.
And Lions are always taking on new projects. A new women's Lions Club is working to clean up the coastline.
Lions needs to be in environmental projects because it makes us work together, spend our time outside together, join all the families together, and having good fun.
And older projects are being passed along to the next generation.
This is my grandfather. I've been with him in this kind of work since I was, 7, 8 years old.
Very good friends.
Very good friends.
I think that we are just an example of one country that is trying to at least limit the adverse effect of humans on our environment.
Wisconsin Lions helped children gear up for a successful school year with their first ever statewide project.
Stop the bus! It's a project to collect school supplies and books for children.
There's a huge need for school supplies in all the communities across the state.
More than 75 Lions clubs work together to collect pens, pencils, notebooks, backpacks, and even monetary donations that were used later to shop for additional supplies.
How many of you participated in the Stuff the Bus project earlier today?
We hoped and dreamed that it was going to be a huge event. We had no idea how many clubs would be able to get involved, and we're ecstatic.
Lions collected nearly $150,000 US worth of school supplies and books for children in dozens of local communities across the state. The success of this event was also due in part to involving Leos and family members.
I like serving with my family because it's a lot of fun and we do stuff together, but we're actually making a difference in the world while spending time together.
It's really great to serve with my family. This is a chance for us to get together, slow down, and spend some family time together that really means something to us.
The event was organized and promoted over the summer through LinkedIn, Facebook, and email. Wisconsin Lions also teamed up with their local media outlets to help spread the word.
We've gotten media presence on TV and radio stations and in newspapers, along with social media across the entire state of Wisconsin. Local media has gotten on board because it's such a huge need in every community across the state that it's been fantastic.
Lions shared updates and photos online through social media. This provided immediate information on their progress throughout the day and encouraged community participation.
Today, we actually filled an entire bus within the first hour. So I have a lot of pictures. I attached the South Milwaukee Lions Club in it, as well as the location we were at. It was a great way to get more people to come down and support the Lions Club.
The Wisconsin Lions posts and links were reposted by other Lions clubs and news outlets, which in turn helped gain visibility and momentum. The outcome? Kids all over Wisconsin had supplies they needed to go back to school. Wisconsin Lions plan to make it an annual event and hope to inspire other Lions to do the same.
It's a project that any Lions Club can do for low cost. Plus, by giving these kids the supplies they need, it sets them up for success, and they aren't the only kid in the room without them.
Thank you, Lions!
Canada's most culturally diverse city is expecting your arrival this summer. This is Toronto, host of the 97th Lions Club's International Convention. Canada's largest city boasts world-class museums, fabulous architecture, great shopping, and diverse ethnic neighborhoods every Lion will want to explore.
In the city of Toronto, we have 102 languages spoken.
Je suis un lion de France.
Convention brings Lions from every nation to share fellowship and inspire each other.
Lions' dreams do come true. Go out and dream your dreams and make them come true.
Plenary headliners include human trafficking abolitionist Ruchira Gupta.
The international show is a keynote event of the convention. It is the production that no one should miss.
Sing along with hitmaker Neil Sedaka at this year's international show. Sharpen your leadership skills.
Everybody gets a chance to speak.
Learn about promoting your club with social media.
Every post you make, you can also change it.
And explore the exhibit hall.
We're here at convention trying to check out those booths. Lots of neat stuff to look at.
I'm here at the Peace Poster contest signing, and I got a souvenir poster with signatures.
It's fun. This is where we come together as a family.
And nothing is more fun than the Parade of Nations, where Lions show off their cultural diversity in style.
I love the parade because it is an exhibition of all the lions and all the many countries that it represents.
I come to these conventions and I get re-energized.
Revitalize your club. Reacquaint yourself with friends. Register now.
I would encourage everyone to come to convention.
We're expecting you in Toronto.
July 4th through the 8th, 2014. If you would like to suggest your Lions project for LQ, send your story to lq@lionsclubs.org. LQ is available on the Lions Club's international website, YouTube, iTunes, and DVD. Lions make a difference every day, everywhere. Thanks for watching LQ Lions Quarterly.